greetings and welcome. Guess what? You're in day 3 of our 2.5 day. So this is our half day. Fulfilling Your Potential Connect Masterclass. My name is Lynn Hawkins, and I am the founder and dean of the P3 Academy of Social Entrepreneurship and one of your hosts for today's activities. I'm so happy to be here with you today because, as you can see, I got a little something going on here. But I actually feel great, and I believe it's because of the energy of today and the excitement around today. So thank you for joining us. I hope everybody out there is ready for this because we've got some special, amazing stuff to get day 3 started. And before we do, I want to introduce you to my co-hosts for the day. First, we have Cynthia Gardner O'Neill and then Aline Boundy. And Cynthia, why don't you say hello to everybody, tell them who you are, and then you can pass the baton to Aline.
Okay. Good. Hello, everybody. You know, I get used to saying, good morning or whatever, but we're being broadcast everywhere. So it's it's a beautiful day today. No matter what's happening out there, an attitude and diet full of love is a life full of miracles. So I am Cynthia Gardner O'Neill. I am the founder of the Center for Loving Consciousness, and I love teaching all about loving consciousness and how it does support us in our world and in our businesses and everything that we do. And that's why we've come here in this heart-centered place with Fulfilling Your Potential Masterclass. And also, I have developed some programs called Harmonics that help you harmonize your heart so that you can be in a place of allowing for those miracles to show up in your life. And I'm excited to be here with these ladies, Lynn Hawkins and Aline Boundy. And so I'm going to turn it over to Aline so she can introduce herself. Thanks for joining us.
Hi. Am I on yet? I can't see.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, everyone. It's lovely to be here as well. So it's afternoon for me, but as Cynthia said, it doesn't really matter what time of day it is. I'm Aline Boundy, founder of Align With Your Purpose, which is dedicated to helping you get clear about your life purpose and, get into a place where you can live your life aligned with that purpose. And it's just lovely to be involved with Cynthia and Lynn on this Connect Masterclass, because it just fits, sort of dovetails so beautifully into the kind of things that I do, and I'm just really happy to be part of it. And my cat wants to be in on it as well today, so you may, if you see a strange thing going past my face, it's probably just his tail. Thank you.
Well, because we are such heart-centered and purpose-driven individuals in our work and in our lives, I've asked a special favor of Aline, and that is to do an intentional grounding exercise with us today to not only get this day 3 event started out with the highest and best intentions, but to get your day started out right. So, Aline, would you do that for us, please?
I'd love to, yeah. Thank you very much for asking. And it's quite interesting, funny, because I just got back about an hour ago from a lovely walk on the beach, which is only about 10 miles from me here. I love walking on the beach, and even though it's April and it's still cold out there, it was a sunny day, so I actually took my shoes and socks off and did the proper, foot to sand connection. So if that's okay with you, I'm going to use that as the basis for our grounding today. So just get yourself into a nice, comfortable position. I'm imagining that you're probably sitting at your computer if you're listening to this. If you happen to be listening in the car, please just maybe put me on mute for a while, and don't, because I would not want to be the cause of any problem if you're driving. So you can close your eyes or keep them open, it's up to you, but just settle down into your body and relax your shoulders. Just observe your breath. Don't even start breathing on purpose. Just observe what your breath's doing at the moment. Now it might be quite relaxed and deep if you've just started your day, or if you've been rushing around doing things, it may be a little more shallow. So just become aware of where it is. And then as you are growing in awareness of that, just next in-breath, just take it a little deeper and breathe it into your heart space. Just breathe it into that space in the middle of your chest. You don't need to exaggerate it. And then as you exhale, just do a little push at the end and try and get rid of all of the stale air that's accumulated maybe overnight. And then as you breathe again, go a little deeper, go down to your solar plexus. Take your next in-breath down to your sacral chakra, just below your navel, a couple of inches below your belly button. And then take your attention and your breath right down to the base chakra, the root chakra, at the bottom of your spine. Just imagine breathing right down the back of your spine, right down to where the tailbone would be. And with your next breath, you're going to just keep going to that spot. Just keep going to the base chakra. And as you do that, I want you to imagine that you've just arrived at the beginning of the sand on your favorite beach, wherever that may be in the world. This is easy for me, I've just been to mine. And just imagine that wonderful feeling as you kick off your sandals or take off your boots and socks if it's a different part of the world like me, and you just wriggle your feet into the sand and make that connection with the earth. And I want you to imagine that you're walking towards the sea. This beach is quite deserted. And all you can hear is the wind gently blowing on your face as you walk, and maybe the cries of some birds, some seabirds in the distance. And you can also hear the waves as they crashed onto the beach. It's a very soothing sound. And as you walk, just be aware of your foot going into the sand and making that connection. And as you walk, if the sea is quite a way out, maybe it's low tide, but you can see it and you can hear it. And as you breathe now, breathe up. Still breathe into your heart space, but take your attention up to your throat chakra, and on the next one up to your third eye, in between your eyebrows. And on your next breath, take your attention right up to the crown of your head. And then imagine from there, as you are walking, that you're looking up towards the beautiful blue sky. It's such a gorgeous colour, a real deep, vivid blue. And as you're looking up, you imagine that your attention is going up into the sky, up into the heavens, and it's connecting with your own higher self and up to the divine. Way up in the clouds and the ether, way up there, beyond the atmosphere, into the universe. So as you're walking now, you are connecting the divine with the earth through your own higher self, through your own physical body. And as you're walking, just imagine the smell, that that salty smell of the sea. And imagine the wonderful feeling of that breeze just blowing your hair. And you're walking closer to the sea. The sand's becoming firmer as it's damp from the receding tide. And then you're at the water's edge. And you just walk a little way so your feet and ankles are immersed in the seawater. And here I invite you just to take a couple of deep breaths in your own time, and as you exhale, imagine any worries or concerns or things that have been bothering you, just exhale them all the way down your chakras, down your legs, into the sand, into the water. Let the water wash them away. And when you breathe in, you're breathing new energy from the ocean, from the sand, from Mother Earth. You're energized from above as well, from your connection with Source, with the Divine. It's just a couple of breaths in and out. And in and out. Let all those little worries or niggles just wash away in the vastness of the ocean. And just send a little prayer of gratitude up to your God and to Mother Earth. And I will include in this gratitude the whole circle of everyone who is a part of this Connect Masterclass. And here we are connected to begin the day. Bring yourself back slowly into the room where you are and open your eyes. And here we are.
Oh, thank you, Aline. And I just want to let people know here, feel what you're feeling right now. This is so important. You might say, all right, here we are in this master class, fulfilling your potential. And what does that have to do with business? What does that have to do with my life or whatever? This is probably one of the most important things that you can do to start your day off, or your business each day, with connecting with all that there is for you. The infinite possibilities and potential, so that you can feel it. Because when you can feel, again, you can make wiser decisions in your business. You can make wiser decisions on who you'd like to connect with, what kind of relationships you'd like to have. And this is so important. So I always say, no feeling, no healing. So feel what came from this. Connect with us. This is, we're all connecting our hearts here. And Aline, that was just really amazing, because I'm sitting in a place where it is dumping snow right now. I'm in Colorado. And although we really need it here, because we haven't had it in many days, and this is the time that we really need the moisture and everything. But man, would I love to have my feet in the sand and have that sunshine shining. So it started out, my attitude, as I said earlier, an attitude and diet full of love is a life full of miracles. And that's what we want for all of you, to fulfill those potentials and have those miracles coming into your life and having those great, wonderful experiences. So, Miss Lynn. Hello, my dear.
Beautiful. I'm so ready for the day. And thank you, Aline. Gorgeous. Ladies, let's just do a really quick recap. What do you recall from the first 2 days of our event that were just outstanding for you? And I just want to go through, starting at the top. The first module that we did was actually Cynthia's module, Harmonics. And it was amazing in that she talked about how to harmonize your life. She talked about heart ventures. She talked about harmonizing business. And that was really incentivizing for me. And we had some really great comments that were posted in the group about that as well. And I just want to bring some of them up. And Ana Maria Sanchez said she was, the picture, the brain balance picture.
Yeah, we did some brain balance.
Seeing it spin one way and then the other. That was one of the amazing things that was brought out in that session. And then in the next session, which was the vortex model of doing business, oh my gosh, every time I hear that, it just fills me to the brim with, the whole idea of spinning. Aline, what did you think about that one?
Sorry, just unmuting there. They were both great. They really were. It seems like you can't hear enough about the vortex model. It links so beautifully to everything that you two do, and and I loved Cynthia's as well. That very heart-centered presentation and really shifting your perspective to be coming from your heart. It's so important, and lots of ways to do that, and all about how we perceive as well. Gina's presentation was fantastic. That was, and it's not that it's unfamiliar, but every time I hear it, I hear something else. We can hear the same things because we're in her community, but every time there's something new, or perhaps because we've changed, we hear something that's more pertinent, more relevant to us at a particular time. So that was great.
So, Cynthia, why don't you tell us what you took away from the story leverage module 4, and then, module 5, EQ 101 for entrepreneurs?
Well, story leverage with David Bullock is always amazing. His information that he brings in about our stories. We have a heart connection with him, because even within his story leverage, he talks about the connection within the heartbeat and different things like that, and how our heart is really a part of, I always say the heartbeat is the signature sound of you. It's every experience that you've ever had. So it is telling a story all the time. And it was an amazing day. I mean, if anybody has ever, if you have not heard David Bullock speak, he's just amazing. And we have, what we've captured in our MasterClass is truly a way for you to leverage your story and really take people to a whole new reality with your business. So I really encourage you to, if you haven't joined us in the MasterClass, that you do, because we have so much content that really connects you in a whole, maybe a little bit different way than what you're used to, but maybe you might have found yourself missing something in order for you to fulfill your potential, and that's why we put together these classes. So yeah, David Bullock was amazing. And so is Gina, from the very beginning for the vortex. And then, as we started with Aline this morning, it's the same thing we did on day 1, is with the harmonics, that we also taught you how to connect with your heart. We had a video on there, and learning how to perceive through where we are in our whole brain balance, and how we get into whole brain balance to make wiser decisions is by getting in our hearts. So all that's in the beginning of the MasterClass on the first day. So let's. So that's, I'm going to go with that, and all of it connects to the next and to the next. And so David Bullock, with the story leverage and the heart and all that stuff, just brought us right to the next class. Which was the next one after David Bullock?
That was EQ 101 for entrepreneurs.
Yeah, Matt Perlstein. So, and Matt's always amazing. He really, has that energy in motion, those emotions, and really shows us where the EQ is being used throughout business these days. And even Google, has, I think it's Daniel Goleman, who is the leader, has kind of really led the way in emotional intelligence. And Google has a God, what is he? He's the head of
Keep
the
happiness.
happiness section. I don't know.
Officer.
Yeah. So getting that part into our business so that we can be, is IQ or EQ the best to have for us? But we're finding that our emotional intelligence is far more directive and informative in helping us make wiser decisions. Again, it has to do with the heart, that whole brain balance and everything. So there we go. We're constantly connecting how you could do better business and fulfill your potential.
And then the next one after that was Aline's presentation, which was really cool.
I can't talk about that one, can I?
Getting on your path to purpose, why it's so important, and who is actually going to be served by your being on purpose. And then, oh my gosh, it just...
And connecting with your higher self, so that you can connect with your inner guidance, all of that inward connection, rather than, not so much the business going out, but first of all, connect within. So that was the focus, yeah.
And then Module 7 was Thriving, the Soul and Science of Your Business with Dr. Monica.
Oh, that was fabulous. Yeah, that was really good, wasn't it? She's and I particularly like, she used the chakras as well, so that I connected with that idea. But it was very dense. There's so much information in that one. I think I listened to it once again, but there's still a lot of information that you can get out of it. There's so many different things and many systems, many processes to keep track of your business and assess where you are. I found it really, really helpful.
I did as well. And then who did we have? We had Joseph Mack.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about connecting with your audience and increasing your assets through social entrepreneurship.
Yeah, that was really great as well. Very, very important information, wasn't it? That not everyone's aware of. And he's so clear in his presentation and clear about how important it is. And he's kind of on a mission, isn't he, to wake us all up to the fact that this has to be part of what you do. Because if you don't have a reputation, then nobody knows about you.
So we had me.
Then
and
you.
The whole entrepreneurship conversation.
Yeah, Lynn.
And what was one of the big takeaways from that for you guys?
Well, I love that when you're talking about social entrepreneurship, a lot of people don't know what that is and how it can be beneficial to your business. And you really are, key to that understanding. And I know you're also putting together some new information for the new social entrepreneurship. So I know we'll have an opportunity to talk a little more about that. But Aline, what did you think of Lynn?
Yeah, like you say, it was really great because I just had a vague idea about what social entrepreneurship is, and Lynn has had such a lot of experience and was able to give a really clear picture of what it is, how it works, and how you can get involved in that sort of thing for your business. And also I really appreciated clarification that you gave on the difference between a not-for-profit and an ordinary business, and I hadn't really understood the difference, so it was great to have both of those, and yeah, it was really interesting to get that information.
Yeah, and I just like to add, for anybody who hadn't seen it yet, too, what we're talking about is how you can be of service and lead a meaningful life with your business, and taking it to that level of legacy also, and for your life, for your family, for everything. And that's what the social entrepreneurship is. So give it a quick, Lynn, a quick definition of that for those who hadn't, been there for the Connect class.
A quick definition of social entrepreneurship is anyone who is doing business to actually fulfill the responsibility of earning income, making a difference in the work that you do with your clients and customers, and having a mission that goes a bit farther, that includes your participation in addressing a social cause, whether it's hunger or Alzheimer's or something in a third world country, or building business in a third world country. And that was just an amazing piece of all of that for me. And as Cynthia said, you're going to hear more about what's coming in the future that actually addresses more of the social entrepreneurship opportunities for each of us, you included.
Yeah, and so after that it was branding. It was Danielle
Miller, yeah.
Miller, I forgot her second name, yes. She was fantastic, wasn't she? That was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. She just made it such a fun process, the way that she goes about working out what your brand is, and that also bringing in the right and left brain. There were so many ways that people did this, and it just connected so beautifully to everything that you both do, Cynthia and Lynn. Yeah. Did you like that one, Cynthia, the branding?
Oh, I loved her. I totally connected with what she was showing us, connecting with our own essence of who we are. Our heart is the essence of everything that we are. And she really put that very clearly on how you take the essence of who you are, even from the colors that resonate with you, that actually bring you to a new level, and maybe wording, maybe whatever is in your frequency, so to speak, that connects you to the highest point of yourself, that you can be of service to your customer, and how you really can show up big and brand yourself for what you're there for. And it was amazing for me. I love the way she put it into context and made so much sense. And it wasn't, a lot of the stuff that we talk about here in the past maybe might have been called woo-woo, really, in some of the aspects. But really, they're so grounded in science and in life, and how we really, really are in this world, how we really show up to be who we are. This is what's so important about this Fulfilling Your Potential Masterclass, is we take you to levels that, I really feel we should have been taken, prior to this time, but we are ready for it now. We are taking you to that next level with the people that we brought in here and what we have coming. Oh my gosh, the things that we have coming in for our future master classes are going to be incredible, and today is no less, important. So yeah, she was amazing. She was absolutely amazing.
And then we had a couple of panel sessions, didn't we, which were kind of discussions about everything, which were really interesting. But the next main one that I remember was Jason Hodge on YouTube. I think it was called YouTube Unleashed. That was just something else. I mean, the possibilities there that I wasn't aware of. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think so. I think a lot of people can learn a lot from that about what you can do with YouTube. It's just amazing, isn't it? Did you enjoy that one, Cynthia?
I did. You know, Jason is an amazing man and is just making such a difference in this world. So how he really presents all the ways to connect with using YouTube, to big ways. Gosh, if that's one of the classes that you come in for, whatever, you're going to learn so much about how you can use YouTube in more ways than you can ever imagine, and how big YouTube is for you to get your information and what you're here to serve with out into the world, and in a way that's very heart-centered, and yeah, he was amazing, and yeah, it was a wonderful class. How about you, Lynn?
Loved it, and he's not done yet. We've got more stuff on YouTube Unleashed, and I'm so excited about that.
Yeah. And then there was Virginia on Google Hangouts, and she's such a pro at everything to do with Google Hangouts, isn't she? She's got it sussed, and she just lives and breathes it. It just sort of oozes out of her this love that she has for this particular platform. And every time I listen to her, I get more little tips about how you can use them. And yes, little practical things which are important with technology. We have to learn the basics, don't we? But it's also, from a strategic point of view, lots of different ideas that she gave us about how we can start using Hangouts to do even nothing as big as what you guys are doing in this masterclass, even just short, couple of minutes. A Hangout that lasts 2 or 3 minutes and that you put out once or twice a week or something on a regular basis. As I've forgotten the example she gave, but there were lots of little ideas like that, and how to build it in and really build up your following and your presence online, because Google Hangouts, it lives on YouTube as well, doesn't it? So those two are all were linked together as well. And what was next? I'm sure I've missed somebody out. Yeah. Oh, there was Facebook. That was David, wasn't it?
Ooh,
David
yes, Bear just blew me away with all the things that he's doing with Facebook that just opened so many more doors. I had actually stopped using Facebook as much to do any business connecting outside of personal messaging. And seeing what he did with the business page, I was like blown away.
Yeah,
there's always more to learn.
Yeah, I think my aha moment too was, and to integrate in what we definitely learned, and that's what you're going to see us doing in these next master classes, because we're just starting to put all this, because we're here learning too along with you. You guys heard me in the master class previously, I always said, what I'm learning, I teach best. We also brought people in to help us learn also, so that we can teach best, through them, with them, all those things. And one of the things that I learned too is how we can integrate and connect this Hangouts on Air over in Facebook. And wow, is that going to be very powerful for us, because both Lynn and I we have Adventures of the Heart, Building Wisdom Through Experience web TV show, and I really want to get more people from my Facebook groups that I have over there to be able to see these shows and stuff like that real easily through where they like to spend their time in Facebook. And so to learn those kind of things are possible, and I had no idea. So yeah, it took us to a whole nother level for ourselves, let alone the people who are a part of in the master class and in the community, which we'll talk a little bit more about how you can get in there. as we move along here today. And that reminds me of someone who, I think it was the next day, was, no, she was on that day, Julie Wolfe. You know, how she kind of connected everything together too, with how, you know, Skype is coming in and how we can create different levels of segment, you know, areas and communicate from within each one of the different segments that we had in the MasterClass. It was amazing because you know, Skype is something I'm still learning more about, although I've always used it for like a business number or whatever to make calls, you know, but there's so much more that you could do with that. Man, this whole MasterClass just opened my eyes to so many new things that I can really help me fulfill my potential, and that's what we created this class for, not only for ourselves, but if we can do it, you can do it.
Exactly. Exactly. And with that said, we want everyone to know that it's possible for you to still join us for the rest of today's activities. You want to go to bit.ly/connectmc, and that's the sales page where you will get the information about what the entire 2.5 days was all about. And then you'll also get the benefit of finding out what else we've got going on and all of the bonuses that are included for those who have become a part of the MasterClass. Now, we're also going to take all of this content, all of this valuable training, and we're going to package it into a digital package that you can purchase. And unfortunately, you won't get the bonuses. And we've got bonuses like 30 days of complimentary access to Motivation to Profits, which is a weekly business development, strategy development meeting where you could even have your business highlighted in order to restructure your path, your strategic path to success. We've got, I can't even think of them to name.
And I have to say, the Motivation to Profit too, you're going to learn right there about the vortex that Gina Gaudio-Graves teaches us and many of us who are in Directions University how to strategize for creating an incredible, you know, business. So
you're also going to get the Traffic Master Jack Humphrey's new book called The Traffic Vortex. And there's so much more. You're going to get 30 days free access to the Your Heart Ventures Lapis membership, where we're actually teaching and training and helping you to get those things done. What are some of the things that you've wanted to get done in your business? Set up a membership site, design a course, set up a 30-day editorial calendar. These are some of the things that we're actually going to help you to get done in the Lapis membership that you'll get as a bonus. And then you'll also get a bonus of 30 days access to complimentary access to your Path to Purpose, which will help you if you have not already, or you want to just re-examine if your purpose is aligned with the work that you're doing. And there's so much more, so make sure that you check that out. We're actually going to post that link in the event page where you're watching from now. And join us. We're about building business and building lives, transforming businesses, transforming lives, so that you can do more good with your customers and in the world. And so as we're wrapping up this module to introduce you to day 3, we're actually going to be doing a segment. We're going to jump over right now into the first segment of the day, the first training segment of the day. That's going to be around speaking to deliver your signature speech, as well as interviewing or being interviewed. And Dr. Monica Ogando is going to lead the panel. We've got Jason Hodge, our YouTube guru. We've got Aline, Cynthia, and myself, who will all be part of the panel, giving you the success secrets around speaking and presenting. So we hope that you'll join us over there. We're going to jump over right now. We are running a little late. Oh my gosh. A little more than a little late, but that's okay, because this is so powerful that we're just going to be in there and get things done. I love that, getting things done.
Yeah. And just as we're signing off, too, I just want to remind people, too, we have Jack Humphrey today. So we were talking about the amazing traffic vortex and all those things. So this is going to be an amazing day also. So we look forward to having you and you joining us. So, click on that link and come on in and join us. This part was for the public, so we can give you all the goodies that we can. And so thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks, and we'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.